Hi, I'm Jeff Bezos, the bald, rich Santa Claus, coming to you from this Amazon warehouse. Just reminding you, the consumer, that we at Amazon are not only doing our best to get you your items, but we are also taking strides to look out for our workers. Amazon cares. We care so much about the safety and happiness of our employees that it's beyond care. It's love. We treat each and every employee at our facilities with the respect and empathy that humans deserve. Hey! Who said you could go on break? Get your ass back to the shipping area or your shitty fucking kids lose their health insurance. You understand me? At Amazon, you can expect top-notch service to ease your mind and simplify your shopping experience. All you have to do is tell your Amazon Echo what it is you want, and our wonderful warehouse workers will have your order sent out within an hour. Did you hear that, Johnny? Within an hour, not within the century. Don't you make me come over there. Don't you dare make me come over there. I'll make you polish my fucking head again. So don't worry about your orders. Amazon has it covered. Just keep giving us money, and I'll keep abusing these employees at your benefit and mine. Amazon. Ignore the ethics of it. And it's pretty convenient.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Short News Podcast with your host, Alex Mador.
What you're asking for has got a powerful price.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, party people everywhere? Welcome back to the Short News Podcast. Thank you so much. Wow, you guys are great. This audience, man, this audience is great. Wow, sold out show. Definitely not the same soundboard I've been using for months now. So, yeah. Sorry. Ever since I quit vaping. Welcome back to the Short News Podcast. I took some days off, many days off, because, it was my birthday. I was celebrating. It got out of hand. But, I'm 25 now, so that's cool. Ashley surprised me with tickets to a Yankees game. And that was a great time. That was fucking awesome. Like, there was like barely anyone there. I think it was at like 40% capacity, and the seats are all like in pods. Not literally, but like you and the people you're with sit together, and then there's a whole empty row in front of you, and then just empty seats to the side of you. You got like a ton of space to yourself. And it's really fun. Like, I enjoyed it a lot. I haven't been to a Yankees game since the summer before the pandemic. That was maybe 2 years ago, 2019. I don't know, like, time feels so weird. So it was refreshing. We didn't have to wear masks at our seats, so we were drinking beers and eating food. It was a fantastic birthday. I wouldn't change a thing about it. I missed Yankee Stadium so much, and the seats were fantastic. The view was cool, and we weren't really near any annoying kids, and that was really nice because that will ruin it sometimes. So yeah, celebrating 25 years was pretty fun. I used to hate my birthday until the last couple of years. Like, Ashley's been really pivotal in teaching me to enjoy that day. For so long, I would be depressed on my birthday because I never wanted to be born, is how I was always constantly thinking. Just another reminder of the burden that I was to my family. And, like, Ashley's really great for helping me get through that. So that was cool. And I talked to my grandparents, to call my mom back too. She called me while I was at the game. I don't want to leave her hanging for too long. I've just been really busy. The guinea pig, Spike. No, this isn't bad news. Don't worry. He got neutered. He lost his testicles, and we donated them to a good cause. Um, a cause that we here at the Short News are very passionate about. Donated the testicles to the Ted Cruz needs a pair of testicles cause. So, one of these days Ted will be going in to get his transplant of little teeny weeny guinea pig balls. And maybe then he will finally also grow a backbone. Maybe that's how that works. I don't know. But I've been sorry that I've been busy with all of this, with between having fun, vet appointments, and everything else. It just I'm sorry. So I got to do this podcast now. We're back because I want to be back. I want to keep doing this. I feel bad. I've been late the last couple of weeks. I've been taking weeks off here and there. It's been a busy time, man. Finals really took a lot of energy out of me, and I needed to rest afterwards, which was somewhat of a mistake because now the analytics have been pretty crummy, and that's my fault. I feel bad, and listen, I'll try harder to be on time, and I'm really sorry about that. When we move out of the city, out of this place, it's going to be so much easier to set up like every episode. My goal is to have the podcast set up in our room, like at the desk, so I'm not leaning over a bed anymore. I can just leave it there, set up all the time. I don't have to take it apart, put it back together every time. I have this hooked up. Like, I don't have to explain this. It's a whole thing. It's a whole problem. Like right now, setting up the show is a whole operation. I have to get all the equipment out from under the bed, put it together, which is a pain in the ass. Hook up the boom mic to the bed under the to the metal frame of the bed, and then put the microphone, plug everything in, plug it to the computer, blah blah blah. Or organize the situation. I'd rather just have that set up and ready to go every time. And that should make it so I have zero excuses. If I'm late, I can be better held accountable, I think. But man, good thing I don't have a wiki feed like Ethan Klein from H3H3. Every time he's late on his live podcast, his the start time is late, his fans tank his wiki feed score. But yeah, wiki feet weirds me out a little bit, not trying to kink shame or anything. I know there are people who really do appreciate feet, and listen, that's cool, but it just isn't me. I feel weird even going on that site as a joke or a meme, but I have been on the site, and I don't really see the appeal. I don't really see what other people see in feet. But if someone wants to explain all of that to me, then don't be afraid to reach out. I won't judge. I want to understand more. I just really my feet are so gross, dude. I probably would have a 1 star, maybe half a star rating on my feet. I have these weird hairs on my big toes. If I try to pluck them, then it's the most unbearable pain, and I don't understand why. They're little hairs, so why does it hurt so much? But I'm not even gonna try to rip them off to get a good wiki feet score. My feet are not appealing at all. They're the worst feet ever. I need a pedicure and a manicure too. That would be nice. Is there a wiki hands? I could probably do that one. I have calluses and shit. I don't know. Anyways, what else is going on in my life? I found out via Ancestry.com that I have distant cousins with the last name Trump. Yo, that's fucking scary, man. I've been having nightmares about Trump being my real dad or something. It's political Star Wars. But honestly, it would be kind of epic, don't you think? That'd be kind of epic. It's being as liberal and anti-fascist as I am, anti-Trump, I mean, as I am. He happens to be family. That'd be nuts. But I don't know. Maybe I should reach out to those relatives, see if it's true. See if there's any relation to the Trump. But Yeah, what else? What else? I saw Kim Kardashian got COVID from her stupid birthday super spreader party she had over the summer and gave it to her kids. So let's make sure we give a round of applause to the baby mama of the year, Kim Shitty Sex Tape Kardashian. Come on, round of applause. For exposing everyone she knows and loves to COVID on a private island. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim, for being just the worst and most privileged person. Like, what is it with rich and powerful people having private islands? Like, what are you doing on this island that you don't want anyone getting there? Like, the only reason to get a private island is because, like, you don't want police to be able to pull up to your driveway just, like, easily. Anyways, sorry, I'm getting dry mouth here. We should talk about some current events before this show gets really boring and all about my personal life some more. I don't know why I do that, but I guess it's my podcast. I don't need to write a diary here, whatever. Like Apple Podcasts has me instead of in the society and culture, they have me in like personal journals. And yeah, this show used to be a lot more of that. But no, dude, we talk about current events here. This is a society and culture podcast. We talk about shit that's going on in our world, pop culture, funny memes, shit on the internet. That's what this is. So, I don't like personal journals. I don't agree with that, Apple Podcast. I don't agree with that. And you make Podcast Connect easier to access so that I can change that. That would be fantastic. That would make a huge difference in my life, you know? Let's see if Podcast Connect is back up. Ready? All right, let's log in. Allow. Because if I can change this, then that would be really cool. But I know it hasn't been working very well. We've linked your account in Apple Podcast Connect to the Apple ID you used to sign it. To finish setting everything up, give the account a name. Let us know if this is an individual or a company account. It's an individual. Account name? What, like Alex Mayoral? Sorry, I'm just really happy they fixed this. So, alright, wait, why has an error occurred? Oh, I didn't read the terms of service. Yo, what do you mean an error has occurred, bro? What's good? This shit doesn't work. We're setting up your account. This could take up to a day, so check back later. When we're finished, you can start adding shows. Dude, I had a Podcast Connect account. What are you talking about, dude? What are you on? Alright, fuck it. We don't have to do this anymore. Apple Podcasts has been fucking up lately. Fucking up. So if you have problems with Apple, there are plenty of other podcast apps out there that I didn't know about that other people prefer using. I know that, my people over at Blue Wire Hustle suggest Apple Podcasts since that's like the primary place for reviews and check out new places, and that's where the charts are and all that. I get that. That makes sense. But also there's Spotify. Spotify is changing the game with podcasts. They're adding all these exclusives. I saw Dax Shepard just got a deal. Armchair Expert is going to be exclusive to Spotify. That's a big deal. So they're trying to become the main platform. And I had problems with them for a while. Really, like, just for like the longest time. But I think they've fixed a lot of things, and I like the direction that the app is going. And so, maybe I might just start posting the Spotify links. We'll see. We'll see. Spotify should add a rating system, review system, something. I don't know, all the charts. It's just like Call Her Daddy and Joe Rogan. It's just the top charts anywhere. Fuck, dude. Like, there's there's other shit. Wait, what is this Snapchat I'm getting? Oh, okay. Holy shit. So AMC was at $9. And then this week it went up to 30 something dollars. And now AMC is at $58 a share. I cashed out around like $11 a share. So I'm feeling really fucking dumb right now. Let me just say that. I feel like an idiot. Just a complete doo-doo head. Whatever. See, look at what I'm doing. We're supposed to be talking about current events. I went on this whole fucking tangent. So, all right, current events. The New York City mayoral debate. I don't know how to say that word. Was last night. It was pretty fucking annoying, hearing all these self-obsessed people jerk themselves off in front of the audience, bragging about all the things they've maybe done, and making it all about themselves and not what New Yorkers actually need. I'm so disappointed in Andrew Yang. He keeps doubling down on wanting to add more cops to the NYPD and like putting more cops in subway stations. And to that I say there's already enough cops in the subway stations. I don't know if Andrew Yang has ever used the subway in the past like couple of years, but they're everywhere in there. We don't need more cops in the subway station. De Blasio made sure people could feel scared and paranoid under constant police surveillance and constant police presence in there. Second you go there, in the fucking station, there's just cops all over. They're just congregated, standing in groups, talking to each other, hanging out, just scaring people and mingling amongst themselves. Like, what are you doing here? You're not doing anything. Adding more police into that doing nothingness is such a stupid thing to say. And we should be reforming police, not adding more shitty, undertrained cops to the force. Like, why isn't Yang talking about reforming the NYPD so people don't have any, like, reasons to fucking hate cops anymore? What's that about? What the hell? Like, I have a story about some shitty cops because, I used to think that the NYPD was a better police force than the others. Okay, I have two stories. Yeah, so the first one, I was living in my old apartment in Harlem, and we had this neighbor who was going through some psychological stuff, and one day he had a mental breakdown, left his apartment, left the door open, disappeared, like, didn't come back for, like, days. We were really concerned, so we contacted the police about it. They came over and we talked to them, and they go, yeah, we heard he's in the hospital right now, like in the psych ward. He's okay, but we heard he's a little bit, and he did like the cuckoo, cuckoo, like with the finger into the head, like he's crazy, like trying to say that, which is just telling of how undertrained and uneducated these officers are on when it comes to mental health issues. It really rubbed me the wrong way. Like another story about the NYPD, and this isn't really my story to tell, but my buddy was in this situation where he got pulled over, and the cops arrested him for having lidocaine patches in his car, which are completely legal to have, and they sell at your local pharmacy. You put them on your wherever there's pain. It's a painkiller medication, over the counter. And they said to him, "Oh, lidocaine, what? Oh, that sounds like cocaine. It must be cocaine. You're under arrest." And threw him in a van, like the paddy wagon or whatever it is. And my buddy's pissed in there. He's like drunk too. So he's like, "You guys ain't shit. Like, fuck you, fucking pigs. Like, all you motherfuckers." Like, and and all that, and they pull the van over to like a secluded area, take him out, and just start beating the shit out of him, like the whole group of them, and then take him to the station. And all the charges were dropped because they did that, which is good. At least they were held accountable to some degree. Of course, they're doing that to a minority. Like, I believe I think the cops responsible ended up getting in trouble, but, the NYPD is, just like most police forces, is undertrained and insensitive. They don't know how to properly keep people safe, and I don't even think they want to keep people safe. These stupid mayoral candidates like Yang are bootlicking the NYPD to try and get their support because they want to win, regardless of how they actually feel about the police deep down. It's disgusting to see all these people up on that stage act like police brutality isn't a major issue in our society. They're sellouts. And I hate every single one of them. I really don't like them. I don't see any of those candidates as even anywhere near decent. And I'm glad that we're leaving this city before one of these idiots gets into power. Speaking of powerful idiots, I'm fucking mad at Jeff Bezos right now. This fucking dude made a failed spaceship company and is asking the government to bail him out of $10 billion. Have you seen those spaceships, by the way? They're laughable. They look like giant white uncircumcised cocks. So essentially, Jeff Bezos modeled the ships off of his head. Jeff Bezos doesn't need a $10 billion bailout from the government. That's ridiculous. Do you know how many small businesses need a small fraction of that? Just a small fraction of that, like the tiniest fraction. Just to, maybe keep their business going, their one business they have going, and they don't have a fucking fortune to back it up. But they're out of business and not coming back. They're fucking done for. Their whole business, everything they worked for, gone because no one cared enough. And they're giving fucking billions of dollars to people like Jeff Bezos instead for bailouts. Countless businesses were in that fucked up situation. And here's the richest man on the earth complaining that he lost a fraction of the billions and billions of dollars that he hoards on his little fucking spaceship project. Rich people need to stop fucking trying to go to space. That money could be used to I don't know, cure cancer, improve the planet we're currently living on, you selfish idiot. All these billionaires just want to build good spaceships so they can escape the Earth and leave the rest of us behind to die. Maybe they'll bring the Kardashians. That's the only people they probably care about. Some fucking super rich people shit. Like, dude, I really hope these private space companies fail miserably. I'm sick of this shit. It's just a distraction from the shit we actually need to fix here on Earth. World hunger, endless wars, poverty, racial injustices, pollution, healthcare. All of these things could be addressed with those billions and billions of dollars that these asshole CEOs have stored away untaxed in offshore Swiss bank accounts or whatever they use now. Like, at least pay your taxes, you greedy fucking dickheads. Like, the fact that our government is fine with giving the richest man on earth $10 billion, just $10 billion free dollars for being a bad businessman, makes me really mad. Like, what are they doing? And it goes to show that regardless of the side of the political spectrum, politicians do not care about regular people, because the Democrats are doing this too. They're backing this. They're giving him the money. Both sides are responsible here. So that's what's going on with in the rich people world. It's annoying. And hopefully regular Americans will eventually receive the help that they need without being given the short end of the stick. Regular small business owners. Why are we not worried about them enough? And I see a lot of people complaining that unemployed Americans allegedly don't want to return to work because they're making more money on unemployment than at their jobs. And while I understand that we need to get our economy going, that's not going to happen until corporations realize that they need to pay their employees an actual living wage. Otherwise, don't expect anyone to come back to work. That's the truth. You want to complain about how people are finally getting enough money to survive in these terrible circumstances, and you want them to go back to breaking their backs for $9 an hour? I don't fucking think so, man. How is that fair? And I love how the people complaining, oh, they're making more off unemployment than off their jobs, are people who are financially well off enough where they don't understand how consequential being underpaid is for quality of life. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely a problem that people are making more money than they make off their jobs, off of their unemployment, or that people are making more money off their unemployment than off of the jobs they used to work. But it's not a problem for the same reason that these rich boomers are complaining about. The economic disparities, these wealth gaps that we see in this country, need to be closed before we can expect anyone to actually want to go back to work at their jobs, at the industries that they belong in, not belong in, but that they belong to. How can you expect someone to want to go back to living a lower quality of life and also putting in so much effort for that lower quality of life? Pay working Americans a decent living wage. Why is Jeff Bezos getting a free $10 billion for being a shitty businessman, yet you fuckers complain about someone getting some $300 to $600 a week to help them survive in a country where everything is an expense? It's annoying. Why do you care about whether or not someone is getting the money they need to survive? I don't mean to sound like a Marxist here, but I'm going to sound like one. So I guess I do. Majority of the wealth in this country is owned by a small percentage of privileged pieces of shit. They do everything they can to avoid the taxes that us plebeians are obligated to pay. They hoard their billions of dollars while their employees have to get their meals from the dollar menu. Dude, I worked $9 an hour at Macy's. I still couldn't afford to eat. I had to go to Starbucks every day because I had my dad's Starbucks card password without him knowing. That's how I would buy lunch. Or I'd have to eat a plain bagel for $2. No butter, no nothing. That was my life. I was 118 pounds at most. Looked like I was dying. There was nothing I could do about it. It was terrible, man. I would work till 11 p.m. every day. I'm young. I was single, no kids. Think about it. Think about the people who have families. 4 people to take care of, including themselves, or more, have to somehow find a way to feed and provide for everyone. With that same $9 wage, they have to work 2, maybe 3 different jobs. There's even enough hours in the day to sustain themselves a little bit. They're not taking care of themselves. Their overall wellness isn't priority because they have to work 3 fucking jobs. They're not sleeping. So I don't really see a problem with the fact that those people are being taken care of by the government during a time where no one else is looking out for their best interests or financial needs, a time where their employers weren't even paying them a fair enough wage and then laid them off anyways. So if you have a well-paying job and have everything you need to live and more, why is it your business what someone else's current financial situation is? Unless you're going to try to help them shut the fuck up and stay the fuck out of their problems, because it's not for you. You're fine. You're doing fine. So what is your problem? Maybe if Jeff Bezos paid his workers a real decent wage, allowed them to use the bathroom not in a fucking water bottle in the corner of the factory, gave them health benefits that actually cover all conditions, just treated them as humans overall, then I wouldn't be so inclined to call him out on getting this bailout he pretended to so badly need. What a shitty, messed up system we have here. It's ridiculous, dude. It really makes me mad. But here's something that makes me happy. Let's see what time we got here. Okay, wow. Chugging along here. So I just found out recently that my new favorite show on Netflix, the telenovela called La Reina del Sur, is getting a 3rd season. I talked about it maybe a month ago, maybe a couple weeks ago. We're about 50 episodes into the 1st season. I think there's 60 episodes per season. which is insane to me. I've never watched a show with that many episodes in a whole season. Like, it's nice because I hate when I binge watch a show, enjoy it, and then all of a sudden I'm out of episodes. It's like over. I didn't realize the direction this show was about to take when I started watching it. I didn't believe Ashley that the show is actually good. But dude, it's epic. Like, it can be really cheesy at times, but you kind of have to let that go in order to enjoy the story. Anyways, what else is going on in the world? Do we have any new Ted Cruz videos to make fun of? I haven't been keeping track of him the last couple of days, but I should. My guinea pig got neutered. I just told you guys this. I offered to donate his leftover balls to Ted. He wanted them, but he never got back to me on Twitter. I guess so. I'm starting to think he won't. So I guess there isn't really much he can say without sounding like a fool, as per usual. Sorry, my acid reflux. I need a second. So we gotta make fun of him. It's our duty to do so. It's all we've got left. So let's find the most recent clip of Ted Cruz spouting off some bullshit to the right-wing media. Roast him for his bullshit that we just said is bullshit. Okay, so he was on the Glenn Beck show, the Glenn Beck program. What it says here, May 28th, 2021. There is a situation between Israel and Palestine that I am not very well informed on. I do know that Israel is being pretty violent with their attacks. A lot of innocent people have died. If you're going based on body count, Israel is kind of the bad guy here. Not all of Israel, just Netanyahu is kind of the bad guy here. Ted is going to very much back Israel. The title of this is America Must Stand with Israel. So, you know the vibes. All these right-wing shows have such, like, extreme music. It's like, dude, you're not that epic. You're really not. You're fucking 60 years old complaining about how the world is changing.
The Florida School Board was met by a bunch of kind of angry parents, and they have moved to remove the word from their new mission statement of redistribute to just distribute. This is being spun as the parents, demanded that they dismantle white advantage teachings with critical race theory. And some of the parents, I'm telling you, the parents have gone from 0 to 100 in no time. People know now what critical race theory is. There is no science behind it, period. It came from the Frankfurt School. You don't know what the Frankfurt School is? That's a really happy communist Nazi thing that was happening in Frankfurt, Germany in the 1920s. When the Nazis came in and everything was changed, Ted? And it looked like,
where is Ted? This is not what I signed up for, Glenn Beck. Who the fuck are you? All right, fast forward.
Helped us really discover critical race theory. How do we dismantle? If people are these people, because they'll do it behind your back.
Thank you.
Is with us now, and Ted, welcome to the program. I liked what you announced last night.
Glenn, good to be with you. Thank you.
Yeah, the No Vaccines Passport Act.
We don't want no vaccine passports because I don't want people to know when I'm going off to Cancun to escape the bad weather. I don't want people knowing when I escape the country to my secret bunker with my
He doesn't have strippers and hookers. What was I gonna say? With my cocaine strippers and hookers that I have just sitting there, I don't do anything with them. I just have them so that it sounds like or looks like I'm a badass. But Glenn, do you know anything about this? I open up my mail. Wait, let me. I have no testicles. I open up my mail, and I take out this package. I open it up, Glenn, and there's two little itty bitty what look like guinea pig sized testicles in there, and with a note, and it says for Teddy Cruz. Just sew 'em on, you'll be good to go. And I think I have a good idea of who did this. I think I do, but I want to. But somehow I'm gonna make this about vaccine passports, and I'm triggered.
I think this is one of the more important things. Can you explain why it's important?
Well, sure. So this week I've introduced legislation in the Senate to prohibit vaccine passports.
Why?
My view on vaccines, I believe in vaccines. I've got the COVID vaccine myself.
I believe in vaccines, but most importantly, I believe in the Word of God. And the Word of God says, thou shalt not stick a needle inside yourself because that is gay. That is penetration. That is dermal sodomy, is what we call that. Dermal sodomy. Now, if you want to commit dermal sodomy, then you go right ahead. Just know you're not getting into those pearly gates at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like I got the vaccine because I'm already going to hell. I know that for sure. You remember when I liked that video of a porno? It looked like some cuckold porn of my wife. That is that's my situation. I have no testicles though, so I didn't really enjoy it that well.
Heidi's gotten it. My parents have gotten it. I'm grateful that we have the innovation that led to the vaccines that has enabled for so many of us to return to normal life and the freedoms that we cherish.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I think
so why would you be against requiring that people get a vaccine? Maybe don't call it a vaccine passport, call it a vaccine certificate or something. Because, yeah, we do need those in order to ensure everybody's safety. We have these vaccines. People should be getting them if we want to go back to normal. Otherwise, people are going to keep dying. Now, New York is doing pretty well. The city, yesterday, 0 COVID deaths for the first time in forever. You know why? Because people are getting vaccinated. It's very simple. We just need to, you need a license to drive. You need a passport to travel outside of the country. You need tickets to go anywhere. Like, you need a ticket to get into a show. You need tickets to get on a ride. You need documentation to prove that you have the things that are necessary to get where you need to go properly. So what is the problem with the vaccine passport? Why is that? Okay, let's hear him out.
Decision whether or not to get the vaccine is a personal decision. It ought to be up to you. You ought to make it for your life, for your health situation. And the federal government shouldn't mandate it. There shouldn't be a federally mandated passport. And we should protect your civil rights, your individual liberty. So what my legislation does, it prevents the federal government from requiring a vaccine passport. And it also prohibits discrimination based on whether or not you choose to get the vaccine. We're seeing employers across the country who are firing their employees if they don't get vaccinated.
Yeah, they should. They should be. They should be firing their employees because that means those employees don't care about the fellow employees in their office. And that's a bad look. It's going to make everybody in the office feel unsafe. Yeah, that is up to the employer. to decide whether or not they want to keep somebody who's unvaccinated and refusing to get vaccinated. That's not discrimination. That's a matter of, health and safety. It's a matter of health and safety, dude. But, of course, like, Ted doesn't care about health and safety. He just cares about the word of God and the Republicans' feelings. Even though Ben Shapiro would say facts don't care about your feelings, I care very much about my own feelings. I want people to be given the choice of whether or not they want to murder their grandmother. That's what I want. I want nursing homes to have the choice of whether or not they want to completely empty out because of the spread of this virus. Because vaccines will not be mandated under my watch. They will not be.
I think that's not right. You ought to have the same civil rights protections you have for other things in the workplace, and it ought to be your individual choice based.
Whether or not you get a vaccine is a choice that you make. It is a decision that you make about the obligation that you have to protect the people around you and to protect yourself at the end of the day. And what did he say? Because I lost myself.
Civil rights protections you have for other things in the work.
Yeah, so it's getting a vaccine is a decision. Race, gender, sexual orientation, the other things that Ted is comparing this to that are used, those things that are discriminated against, they are not the same as whether or not somebody gets a vaccine. Race, gender, sexual identity, those things are not something that somebody controls or has a choice over or makes a decision about. Sure, they make the decision about whether or not to be open about it, yeah, but they don't have a choice as to whether or not they are identifying as that. They identify as whatever that is that they identify as. Then, dude, the vaccine is a decision. It's, do I want to protect people? Do I not want to protect people? So those people should be fired from their jobs or told they can't come back in until they get vaccinated. That's how it should be. It's a matter of health and safety, like I just said. If you don't think it is, then you don't know how viruses work.
And it ought to be your individual choice based on your individual liberty.
I have to tell you, Ted, this has become all about politics. 100% about politics. People have lost their reason entirely. I haven't gotten a vaccine because I had it in December, and I had a bad bout with it.
You fucking
the research.
So like, there are people that have gotten the virus, and then beat it, and then gotten it again. So, it wouldn't hurt to get the vaccine, even if you got the virus. I think you're just a pussy, Glenn Beck. I think you're just a pussy. I already got the virus. I don't need to get a vaccine. Why wouldn't you just do it? You're afraid? Are you afraid of the vaccine? These Republicans this wouldn't be a problem if Republicans weren't afraid of the vaccine. That's what's so funny. They're fucking cowards. Dude, why are you so afraid of progress? You're waiting for the word of God? Go eat some expired meat. You'll probably hear from him. That's what the Mormons were doing. That's how they heard the word of God. I shit you not. Before they had refrigerators. That's why people are so religious. Eating expired meat all the time, getting poisoned. Fucking just hallucinating shit.
All shows, if you want to follow the science, if you've had it, you have the antibodies. And all of this crap that they were saying for the last year about, yeah, but it may not last very long. They say that if you've had a good case of COVID, that you have the antibodies, and they could last up to years. And I go places and I'm not wearing a mask, and I'll say, I had it. Oh my gosh, it's like all of a sudden you're Goebbels or something.
There's so much politics about this.
I mean, you're kind of a dick, dude. Yeah, I go places and I'm like, yeah, I'm not wearing a mask. I'm not wearing that mask, and people are mad at me. And I tell them I'm not vaccinated and I'm not masked, and they get so mad at me. It's as though I'm like endangering them or making them feel unsafe or something during a global pandemic. Like wow, that's crazy. I can't believe things are so politicized. Fucking idiot. You're so fucking stupid, dude. What are you... Oh, like, I don't know why people are so mad at me fucking exposing them to a virus just because I think I had it at some point. You know how many people I've heard say, I think I had the virus before. I don't need the vaccine. I think I already had the virus. Shut the fuck up.
That it's bizarre. I mean, my view, I've never understood the extremes on either ends of this. That there are some folks who never wear a mask and say wearing a mask is terrible. I don't get that. Look, it was a contagious disease. It's dangerous. In vulnerable populations, it could be deadly. I wore a mask. I still wear a mask on an airplane, and I think taking reasonable steps to
still wear a mask on an airplane when I escape to Cancun, when I go away, hide away and masturbate in the corner. When I'm on the airplane, I wear a mask so people don't recognize me and they can't make fun of me anymore, because wherever I go, they're like, look at Teddy. Look, there's Teddy. He's got no testicles. He's got no testicles. He's got little guinea pig balls, if anything. And I keep getting laughed at for my little guinea pig balls that I sewed onto myself. They don't smell very good. But what are you gonna do? You gotta do what you gotta do, My wife, she says she likes them. But I think she's lying.
To limit the spread of an infectious disease, I think that makes sense. But on the other side, the folks that are just virtue signaling that a mask shows how righteous they are, I think is bizarre. When you're driving down the road and you see someone in a car alone wearing a mask or a double mask, I just laugh out loud. It's like,
I know.
What the heck is wrong with you?
I know. It's really bizarre. So the vaccine.
What do you
Glenn,
mean? Like, what if okay. What if alone in a car, and it's their car? I mean, I guess if they haven't had anybody else in the car from outside of their household within 2 weeks, then I can understand it being ridiculous. But how can you know for sure when you're driving by somebody and you see it? You just laugh at them. What an idiot, trying to protect themselves from the people they had in their car before. Now they're in an enclosed area. They want to wear a mask to make sure they don't catch a deadly virus. What an idiot. What an idiot. Fuck, dude. Fuck.
Trouble with my team, because I did tweet out, I said wearing a mask in a car alone it is like wearing a condom in bed alone.
Very true. Very true.
Well,
and
like,
have to...
what exactly is
Hey man, sometimes people do that. Have you ever heard of Lil Dicky? He's talked about this before. He's talked about this on podcasts. Like, yeah, I jerk off into a condom. It feels better that way. Just feels good, And it whatever. Like, there's no mess. It all goes into one place. You just throw that, roll it up in a tissue paper, throw it away deep in the garbage can where no one could find it. And there you go. So I don't think that's a very good analogy, because jerking off into a condom is actually pretty useful, I would say. Picking up for jerking off in condom gang.
This message was paid for by people who jerk off in condoms gang. Associated.
point here?
So Ted, the problem with the vaccines, not the vaccine, but the problem with the vaccine passport The government is going to say, we're not going to do any vaccine passports. If the private industry wants to do that, but they are making an end run around our Constitution on almost everything with the coddling of these giant corporations. I've never been a guy who's been against, corporations. I'm a free market guy. But when the free market becomes an arm of the government and they are the ones spying on people because the government can't, but we'll share that information with the government, that's just an end run. Is there anything that's going to stop these corporations from doing this?
I mean, you got to be more. You got to be more specific there with what you're saying, because I'm not going to tell you you're wrong there, because I definitely, the surveillance. If you're talking about surveillance, then yes, it's definitely an issue that we have corporations that can just spy on people, get all their info, and then send that over to the government. Be like, hey, look what we found. That's fucked up. Yes, they're doing what the government can't do. That needs to be regulated. It is a problem. I think both sides can probably agree with that at the end of the day. What does this have to do with vaccine passports? I don't know.
Part of the legislation I've introduced prohibits discrimination based on vaccine status. And so what it does is it adds it to the existing civil rights laws. And so the Americans with Disability Act, for example, requires that you make a reasonable accommodation for an employee that has a disability. Now, reasonable accommodation doesn't mean that you always allow, look, someone who's blind, you wouldn't hire to be an airplane pilot. There are some instances where there are disqualifying medical conditions.
I would beg to differ with you, and I am not making this up. This is absolutely true. When I worked at CNN, they had a deaf sound engineer. So please don't give me your non-woke descriptions of what people can and cannot do. That's crazy, but that's what they did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Was the guy any good? Could he do his job?
Well, I only know that he was deaf because I had to ask about some issues, and they were like, "Yeah, don't ask."
Let me just think about this for a second. I gotta rethink what I was saying. Okay, well, I guess my question then about what he was saying previously, what I was trying to say with that train of thought before I lost it was, is it specifically one party that is abusing the ability to collect information from these corporations, these information about people? Is it one specific party, Democrat or Republicans, or is it, the whole government? Is it both sides? That's what I would want to know. And I feel like, these two wouldn't be the ones to say, would not be inclined to tell the truth on that. But, whatever, man. These dudes, they're going to go on about how the vaccine and getting it should be a choice. And we're a country of freedom, and people should be allowed to do what they want and not be discriminated against because of their choices. And to that I say, people get shit on for their choices all the time. People make bad decisions every day, and they get fucking fired, they get canceled, they get in trouble. People make bad decisions and get some sort of consequence all the time. So not getting the vaccine and then trying to go into a Broadway show and be like, no, I'm not vaccinated, I don't need to be vaccinated. That's on you, dude. Everyone else got vaccinated. Everyone else cares about everyone else and not getting people sick. It's not about being a sheep. That whole idea is just created by paranoid schizophrenics who don't like the idea of ever having to do the same thing as the rest of the crowd. As though group mentality is some sort of evil, devilish thing. And, you know, I just disagree with those people a lot. And I think, like, if you go to a Broadway show and you don't have a vaccine passport, you didn't get vaccinated, too bad. You're fucked, dude. You can't go. You can't watch The Lion King. Circle of life, man. Sorry. You don't care about your fellow people. So why should they care about you enjoying entertainment? That's what I would have to say. Anyways, we gotta take a look at some idiots here. Some more idiots. The, Karen compilations. We got some Karens going on here that are freaking out. Some good, we got some good times. We haven't done this in a while, it feels like. It's been like a week. So, let's get back into it with the Thursday edition of Keeping Up with the Karens. Here we go.
I checked on the floor. What have you? My goddamn fucking
Wait, where is this? Is this a Barnes & Noble, or is this just a regular library? I think this is just a regular library.
I paid $15 goddamn for it!
What? What happened, dude? What happened?
You guys don't get it! I just got to do it! You got to tell me about it! Find a culprit and make them pay! Find a culprit! Now! I paid $15 goddamn dollars!
Apparently he paid $50 goddamn dollars. Okay, for what? Wait, what's the problem? Was it a bad book? I didn't like the ending. I didn't like the ending. I paid $50 goddamn dollars. This dictionary didn't have the word fuck in it.
I just got fucking rules and you guys are doing nothing about it!
What? I want to know so badly what happened. That's another Ring doorbell. These are funny. The Ring doorbell videos. Uh-oh. Ugh.
I need to know about the rat ties tree as well. Their tree is way over there, you pet flies. Are you cutting theirs too?
Well, they don't give
I
us any
just took
problems.
pictures. We don't give you problems either.
Well, you do. Look. I mean, I'm saying that my mom was fine, but
No,
then,
she hasn't. Last year, she was biting apples and throwing them in our yard.
Oh, she's biting apples. No, it was the squirrels.
No.
You know the squirrel
There
that
were
comes.
people bites, honestly. A squirrel doesn't fly an apple over the fence.
Yes, it do. Okay.
No, true.
I've gotten, squirrels, if they're little apples, and squirrels can, throw them from the trees. I've gotten hit in the head by acorns before. They throw them at you. They're fucking little shitheads. It's true. It's really true. You may not believe me, but go to Connecticut and go in the woods during the fall when squirrels are gathering their nuts. They'll fucking drop shit on you. Right on your head. It hurts.
No, she does not. She does
Your
not do
mother
that.
is psycho.
Oh, she's psycho. Look at you. I mean,
Yeah,
think
but
about
now
it.
I'm going to file a lawsuit.
Go ahead, file a lawsuit.
Shut
and
up.
No. Don't you tell me to shut up, lady. Just go back to where you're at. And then you come when your husband come or when the cops come. Then you can come over here to our property and talk.
I don't always share that bush, so not one leaf is falling over our property. You're going to lose that tree.
That's good, and you want to lose that tree too.
No, I'm sharing the whole side.
It's about like a property line dispute of some sort. That's ridiculous.
You need to go back to Vietnam.
Oh, thank you. Oh, right. Very nice, lady.
You need to go back to Vietnam. They always say go back to your country, like fucking idiot. What? I hate that. That's like the worst. It's like saying you're not welcome here.
Discrimination.
That's very racist of you. Thank you very much. Now we know who you are, who you really are. Thank you.
Hey, you're racist. Hey, racist.
Are you here to verbally assault me too?
No one's verbally assaulting you.
She just
Those
spoke.
are my parents. What gives you the right to even do that? Harass my parents? There are two elderly people next door.
How did I harass
They
them?
were watching out for you guys when you first moved in. Why don't you have a little respect? Look at your
How about
fucking
they
hair.
fucking have
Look
some
at
goddamn
you.
respect? Dude,
No,
you
why
see
don't
this?
you have
This is
some
the kind of respect that they
You
bring.
throw garbage, you white trash all over my mother's car?
I did not do
Yes,
anything
you
like
did.
that. She
People
threw
saw
all
you.
over
They
my
saw
car.
you.
Did they
Nobody
see?
threw anything.
Are you kidding me?
Look at this disgusting
You see
thing.
this all over my
Nobody
car?
threw nothing. You threw
It
it
was
on my
all
mother's
over my car this morning,
Listen,
and I get a
you
note
dirty
about
bitch.
it. So
You threw it all over
Please
my
get out
mother's.
of.
People are psychos. People are insane. Like, what is going on? Why are people so fucked up? And like just getting these crazy fucking spats like this. It's really beyond me.
In my face, this is my home.
Stay
And if you
away
called the
from my
police?
parents. Stay away from my parents.
Are you
You
gonna
hear
assault
me?
me too? You fucking stupid bitch. That's gonna look like.
Customer service for sure.
Have a good day.
Where is this? Oh, McDonald's?
Nah, I want my shit, dog. Come on, give me my shit. Or I want my motherfucking money back. Yeah, give me like I didn't pay for a fucking McGriddle with no sausage, and then you can't even let it throw up on the phone.
Damn, the Krasenstein brothers have really fallen off.
If I'm a customer and I'm in the fucking curbside, you should ask what car and shit, not fucking be rude as fuck like a mean ass bitch you are. Yeah, exactly. Doing what you're fucking doing. Come on, I want another one. Like, what the fuck? What's your name for that shit?
I'm not talking to you, sir.
Well, then I'm
You
gonna
called
report
me
you.
personally.
You called me rude as fuck.
Talking.
I was talking to you, you mind down the fence, you cut me off, oh, you're curbside, I'm not gonna find you like I'm fucking sitting there like there's that many fucking parking spots, dude. What is there, fucking 3 parking spots, like it's that hard to find?
I don't know why you recorded me and shit, dude.
Bro, we're in public, bro. I can record anybody I fucking want
I don't know why
to.
you want to record.
You ain't about to cuss at me like these ladies. Get the fuck out, motherfucker, both y'all. Fuck you, asshole.
Excuse me. Hello?
Yeah.
Are you the owner of this house?
Yeah, I'm the owner of this
I wanted to say, can you please move your car because it's in the way? Every time I drive over here, your car looks like it's in the way and I'm about to hit it.
As you can see, my car can only fit 4 cars, and that's not been my car, and you've been bothering me all fucking yesterday, today.
But
What you want me to do? Where you want me to park that car?
How is not your car? How is that your car? It's been parking for a few weeks.
Okay, it's my neighbor. I let them park there.
It
And
doesn't matter. Can you just come and move your fucking car because it's in the way?
okay, you can
And
go
I'm not
over
trying to
there
get
and
an
tell them.
accident.
You can go over there
You're
and tell them.
causing a
Because
collision
we
over
got
here.
no
I'm not trying to get
more
an
parking lot
accident.
right here.
If you don't move your car, I will call the fucking police.
Call 'em.
Hello? Hello? Anyone home?
Can I help you?
How many times did I have to tell you that you need to move your car because it's in the way? I've been really nice, but the last time I came here, now I'm really about to be a bitch. So can you please move your car or I'm going to really call the police on you?
Okay, what you want me to do? You want me to call them for you?
Go ahead, do it.
You want me to call them for you?
Call the police. Because what you're doing right now, you shouldn't park like that.
Oh, she's mad about parking. I mean, was this like an apartment complex, like a condo complex or something? And I mean, where is he gonna park? Like, how do you want him to park? There's 4 cars in this driveway. Where is he supposed to put his? I don't like. You're just mad because there's not enough space and you're taking it out on him. I think that's stupid. Is it because he has the nicest car in the whole area? Dude looks like he has a nice car. Like, you know how you can just tell that some people have like a really like tricked out awesome car just by like how they look as a person? It's like, damn, you look like you race fast. And then you check out their car, it's like a souped up fucking like I had former bosses of mine at old jobs that have like tricked up Subarus and shit. And you just know, like they look like they love cars. Like this dude is like backwards hat, tatted up. He's got the camo shorts, fucking tank top. Bro is like is a racer. He's Fast and Furious. It looks like Paul Walker. Anyways, what? So what? Why is she getting mad?
Look how you parking.
I'm not parking. My car is in the fucking traffic.
Every time I pass by here, your car is in the way. And I'm not this.
You sound drunk as shit right
I'm
now.
not drunk.
You
I'm not
sound...
drunk. Shut the fuck up, you Chinese fuck. Go back to your fucking country.
Oh, he's
What?
Asian.
I don't know.
Oh, it's because he's Asian. Okay. See, so it's from a distance. I couldn't tell. Like, but all right. He's. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Damn. She called him a Chinese fuck, and again, told an Asian person to go back to their country. This is recent. So when people say that there's no racism against Asians happening in this country right now, and then when they acknowledge it and say, "Oh, but it's only black people doing it to Asian people," then we gotta show them this video because this is a white lady. This is a white lady, middle-aged white lady harassing this Asian man. Innocent Asian man being harassed by a white lady. So, who, and the last one who was harassing an Asian person, who are they? A white lady. So, based off of those two accounts, based off of those two things I've seen, I could just, start saying, all white ladies are just attacking Asian people. And I'm sure the right-winged idiots would be very mad at that.
Say it one more time. Say it louder. Say it louder.
What the fuck you about to do, man? Don't fucking disrespect me like that. You about to be...
Get the...
Something by. What happened?
I want to know why you guys keep interfering on United States citizens. Are you a United States citizen?
What the fuck? This video is racist.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
Are you a cop? Are you ICE? Why are you asking those questions? Where are you from? Where are you from? I'm Batman. Oh, sorry, Susie. She's freaking out. She's like, what the fuck? Where are you from? Where's the Joker? Were you a citizen of this country? Are you a citizen? What do you just run up to random Mexican people or random people that look like they're Mexican and be like, where are you from? That's fucked up, man. So he went to the back of the restaurant and knocked on the door really hard. He even went inside when one of the employees opened the door. What is the issue? Okay, so post his face tomorrow. Okay.
State citizen? Where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Mexico City.
You're not from the United
States.
States.
Say me something. Why you come to the restaurant? Why you come to the restaurant?
No.
Yeah, why you come to the restaurant?
Because you guys.
He insulted the employees for 10 minutes inside of the restaurant. Damn. This dude came to a Mexican restaurant just to curse out a bunch of Mexican people. That's fucked up, dude. That's taking hate to a new level. It's like some KKK shit, bro. People can't even work, can't even do their jobs. They're working an honest job. What, you're gonna tell me you never had an authentic taco before in your life?
drive up and down the road.
It's not your problem.
No.
It's
Come
not
up
your
here.
problem.
No, we've already filmed you have cars.
Is he on drugs?
Yeah.
This
No,
dude?
let's look at these bikes. Let's look at these bikes. You don't even live here. You don't even live here.
He has a shirt that says "Live generously." Live generously. And he's doing this. You don't even live here. What the fuck does that mean? Yes, they do. They live here. Obviously, they live here. They have jobs. They have cars. They live here. They work here. What do you want? You're just mad because they're from a different country and they're a different color than you. But they are in America, and dude, that's not in your control whether or not they stay or go. Sorry to tell you, Mr. Colonizer, but you can't do that anymore. It's 2021. You can't fucking be a racist piece of shit and not expect to get put on blast on the internet.
Where's your United States citizenship? Do you have a green card?
Yes, sir.
Well, show it to me.
Why you ask me?
Because you guys drive back and forth and
You're not a cop. You can't ask for somebody's green card, you psychopath.
One of our schools.
But it's not your problem.
You drive. Yeah, it is my problem. I'm a United States citizen. I don't like you guys driving past our schools and earning money that you have not earned.
Driving past our schools. Why are they not allowed to drive past the school? Just because they're Mexican? And why are they making money that they haven't earned? But they're working a job. But they're working long hours at a job that doesn't pay very well. So, what do you mean they haven't earned it? Why haven't they earned it? You gotta elaborate here, buddy, because it's really just sounding like you got problems with minorities. Jesus, this dude sucks. Is he on Xanax?
Can you even speak English?
Can you even speak English, buddy? Fucking slurring your words. You're in slow-mo, buddy. Your brain is moving at like 2 miles a day. It's gross. Like, dude, you're fucking... Oh my god.
Okay, so why are you here? Who you work for? Who you work for?
Who do you work for? Where's the Joker? Where's Two-Face? Where's the Riddler? Why did you say that name? I'm just thinking of all the Batman quotes I can think of. That's all I got. Just
The United States?
Yes.
Okay, who you work for?
It's not your problem.
It is my problem.
No, sir.
If you guys come to our country and take from our children...
I don't know why people say me something shit.
Please, lady. Please.
It's so crazy.
Dude, that guy, it's like aggressively harassing a lady. Like, what are you doing, dude? That's ridiculous. You're pathetic. Dude deserves to get his ass kicked. Really. Okay, here's the Karen of the week.
No, you're taking a picture of me. It's not illegal to take pictures.
The Uber?
It's not at all, but I need to prove that you have it actually, when you request a ride, I didn't request a ride. It doesn't matter, ma'am, regardless.
Yeah, so when you get an Uber, when you order an Uber, and right before you do it, you hit the button to call the car. A little thing pops up that says like, make sure you're wearing a mask, and there's a little check mark, like a little place where you're supposed to check off. Yes, I acknowledge that I will be wearing a mask, and that is the only way that you can ride with Uber currently. So she is lying.
You have to have a mask.
So how come the driver yesterday didn't force me to wear
That's
one?
not my problem.
But to ask me
I
to wear their
enforce
shirt or their
rules.
face,
I'm
you should
asking
have
you to,
masks.
ma'am. I'm just
You should
simply.
have masks.
It's not my
You
responsibility
should have
to make
masks. If
sure.
you're that scared of, you should have masks.
Ma'am, can you get out my vehicle, please?
Hey, Steve, it's Micah. So the Uber driver is forcing me out of her car.
Ma'am,
because I won't wear a mask, and she wanted me to put my shirt over my face.
It's her car, lady.
Yeah, but I just want to make sure that you get the survey for Uber so we can report how rude she is. To pull over on the side of the road and say, get out of my car.
Ma'am, we haven't even gotten anywhere. I'm still right where
you haven't taken me back to where you picked me up, have you?
Ma'am, it's...
You haven't taken me back where you picked me up,
You could just walk across the street. That's where we're at. Like, it's like right there.
No, it's actually
Ma'am, I'm not trying to argue with you. Can you please step out my vehicle? I'm glad you... Can you just step out my vehicle?
Okay. I mean, just... So she's pulled out of my office.
No, I didn't.
No, I'm sitting. I just wanted to make sure that I'd have another ride. I would. She's actually really rude. And I think it's funny you started recording after you started interacting. It's funny how that works, huh?
What? Can you please get out my vehicle?
But can you make sure that you report her, though? I want to make sure you report.
Dude.
So I definitely didn't expect anyone to see this video or really support me. But I do have a couple updates. My account got taken down. My account got put on hold as a result of this Karen. Little did she know, I was diagnosed with MS January of last year. That's kind of how I ended up moving to Atlanta. So not only do I have serious health issues that I care about, I pick up a lot of people that I take to dialysis, to their chemo treatment. It takes nothing to wear your mask. But now, as a single mother with a chronic illness who doesn't want to be working but has to work to provide for her child, I can't work.
Holy fuck. Because of this stupid fucking Karen cunt. Do you see what happens? Do you see what happens when these people do what they do? When they cause problems for our society? People want to act like what do they think is the problem? The Republicans want to act like Black Lives Matter is the problem or something. Meanwhile, their wives are out here getting people fired from their jobs because they want to make sure that their work environment is safe.
Thanks, Lyft. Yeah, and their reasoning is because I recorded her without her consent. And as you see, she gave me the okay. Not that I needed it. Georgia's a one-party consent state. But I don't have a job now.
Wow, fuck Lyft. Alright, so after that, I want to make a call out here. No one's gonna listen to me. Don't use a Lyft. Fuck Lyft. Lyft has fucked me over so many times in my life. It's not even funny. They're a scam. Lyft is a scam. Don't do it. Uber's better. Why would you not use Uber? They're the main one. What, you want a shitty ride? With a fucking pink mustache on the car? No, you don't. So, go use Uber. Go do that. Wear a mask in the Uber. And what the fuck? Like, that's so annoying. That makes me so upset that she lost her job. Because of this lady. Ugh. Sorry, my reflux. Ah. But anyways. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've done our relationship advice. So we should do that. Let me read these. Okay, no, why is it? My housemates, no. My husband made an inappropriate comment towards my friend. Okay, let's see this one. My husband made an inappropriate comment towards my friend while drunk, and I don't know if I'm overreacting here.
My female 29 husband, male 33, started drinking more often after he lost his job about a month ago. He tends to be quite mean and frankly unbearable when drunk. His backhanded comments, even when he isn't aware, the behavior in general is just but oftentimes he'd go to bed after drinking too much, so I don't deal with this often. Yesterday I had my female friend visit after not seeing her since December of 2019. She just got back to the state and I arranged for her to visit me and talk a bit. My husband was out drinking with a friend. He returned home and wanted to sit with us despite being so obviously drunk. I tried to get him to leave us alone till the visit is over, but he just dropped to the couch and said we won't even notice he was there. I gotta say, my heart was racing, thinking that he'd slip and say something rude in front of my friend. And I was right. He started commenting on every topic we talked about, then apologized for interrupting, then do it again. I was asking my friend about her ex-fiancé, and she was telling about their fight that led to their separation. My husband kept making faces and shaming my friend's ex for his behavior. He then directly started talking to her about her ex's type and how she needs to avoid them. My friend made a comment about her just needing her ex and how he wasn't supportive during a series of family deaths and conflicts. My husband complimented her, saying she is attractive enough to find someone who deserves her. She nervously smiles, then leaned back and said that he sees that she's so attractive and had no problem hooking up with her if she wasn't my... He leaned back and said he sees that she's so attractive and had no problem hooking up with her if she wasn't my friend and didn't know me. Uh-oh. I froze in my place while he kept on about it. Oh no, don't keep going, man. My friend looked extremely uncomfortable. At this point, I had no choice but to tell him to go into the bedroom right then. He tried to argue that it wasn't cool for me to act like that in front of our guests. For you to act like that? He was just like, yeah, yo, I would totally like fuck you if you didn't know my ball and chain over here. This fucking bitch. So annoying, right? we could just, you and me, we could just pretend we don't know her. Like, my friend left shortly after this, and I don't blame her for feeling weirded out by what he said. I was upset and livid, but waited till he was sober enough for a talk. I told him about what happened and what he said. He said he was drunk, so he wasn't aware of what he was saying, and said I was nuts to try to hold him accountable for every word that comes out of his mouth when he's drunk. No, he's got a drinking problem here. He's got a fucking problem. It's not your fault. I stated that when someone's drunk, they're being honest. He didn't reply. I told him he embarrassed me in front of a close friend of mine, and she probably won't visit again after the highly inappropriate comment he made. He told me to give him a break and said that when he's drunk, he could even talk about, in his words, fucking his own mother, and still shouldn't be held accountable for it. That's not right. He shouldn't be getting that drunk then. I was completely irritated by what he said. He told me that I could let it go or choose to argue about it all I want, but he won't participate in the argument. I shouted at him to go fuck himself for walking away when I was still talking, and he replied that he might. Honest to God, I feel so ashamed and embarrassed. I'm also concerned about the comments he made about my friend and how he was basically flirting with her. I don't think I'm overreacting, but need outside perspective on this. Yeah, I understand. That need to talk to somebody about this. All of that sounds like he is the problem. Well, first of all, he's drinking way more often now that he's out of work. That is going to be a problem that you have to address now. Because if you don't address that now, then his drinking is going to get worse and worse and worse, and you're going to be dealing with his shitty behavior, and who knows how bad it's going to get. You don't want that to happen. So if you want to stay with this person, they're your husband, you're married, so if you want to stay with this person, you need to really, really stop the drinking. Tell them to stop the drinking. Otherwise, it's not going to work. It's going to be toxic. It's going to be detrimental. He's going to continue to say these fucking weird things to people. and like have an excuse for it. And no, he needs to stop drinking. That's what it comes down to. Look, I stopped. I have 1 drink a night now. I went from like 6 to 1. It's amazing. It's a huge difference. I feel better too. I feel much better now. Quit vaping, These things aren't easy, but you do them to feel better. You do them so you don't hurt the people around you too. That's what he's doing. He's not thinking about how his drinking is affecting you. He's not thinking about the big picture. He's just thinking about sedating whatever feelings he has, whatever shitty thoughts he's having or emotions he's having. And that's not good. He needs therapy and he needs to stop drinking. So, however you do that, however you get him to stop, obviously you need to talk to him and be like, I know it's hard now that you're out of a job, you've got all this time, you probably feel like, really stressed out because you're not working. And I understand that you feel the need to sedate, but doing this is very unhealthy and very concerning. And you have to say, like, I feel very worried about us when you drink. And be real and like show him how distressed it's making you. Because that's the main problem here, is his drinking. And then if he stops drinking but he still keeps saying those fucked up comments to girls, then it's not the drinking, then he's a shitty person. But you gotta get him to stop. Treatment, like therapy, something. They have medications now that help people quit drinking. I was actually thinking about going on them. That might be really helpful. I know that that's new technology, but it's good technology, man. So you got options. You got a few options here to how you want to approach the cutting the drinking out. But it has to be done. It does. Anyways, that's gonna cut it. That's gonna do it. I have to eat lunch or something, or take a nap. I don't know. I'm tired. But this has been the Short News Podcast. My name is Alex Madore. You can follow me at Alex_Madore. That's Alex_Madore on Twitter, or Alex Madore on Instagram. I'll be there all week. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening. I'm sorry for being gone for a while. I needed another break. This has been the Short News Podcast. I love you guys very much. I will see you next time on Monday. I love you. Peace.
It's really that time of year, and your team might finally do it. Or if you're a Rams fan, you might just want to book the trip now. This year, Super Bowl 56 is in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium, February 13th. You can scour resellers to buy an overpriced ticket closer to the day, or you can lock in the Super Bowl experience of a lifetime now with our friends at On Location. True 50-yard line seats, only available with On Location. An invite to celebrate on the field with the champs. On Location, yes. You want to craft a perfect confetti angel like I did? Go to the game with On Location. And it's not just about gameplay. From dinner with NFL legend Marcus Allen to pre-game parties featuring acoustic sets from Wyclef, the official hospitality partner of the NFL is offering the most exclusive ticket packages available. Want to know how? Visit onlocation.exp.com/SP56 or search Super Bowl On Location. That's right. Search Super Bowl On Location. Make the trip of a lifetime. It's your shot. Take it.